Hey guys, we're going to look at a graph today. This isn't something I included in your homework because it wasn't really something that you could do at home. So I'm going to do it with you. Last week when we Zoomed, we talked a little bit about animals and we're going to look at our favorite animals. So down here at the bottom of my graph, we have the 5 different animals that we have to choose from. Now, you know when we take a survey, sometimes you might like an animal that's not on here. Maybe you like a shark or maybe you like a dinosaur. But here we only have 5 choices, so you have to pick one of these. And our choices were llama, turtle, rabbit, penguin, or horse. So when we met last week, I took some notes and I remembered what everybody said was their favorite animal. So Mason said his favorite animal was a turtle. So I'm going to mark off 1 turtle because Mason liked a turtle. Christopher said if he could be, what animal would he like to be? He said a horse. So I'm going to find number 1 and I'm going to mark off horse. All right. So right now, turtle and horse are tied. They both have 1, and llama, rabbit, and penguin don't have any. So we would say they're losing. All right. Not that it's a race. It doesn't matter which one gets picked the most. It's just what you might like or not like. All right. Makai told me horse. So I'm marking a horse. So if we look here, we can see we have 2 people so far that liked horse. And we have 1 person so far that liked turtle. All right. Billy told me he liked penguin. So he's our first one in the penguin category. So right now, turtle and penguin are tied. They both have 1. Horse is winning with 2. All right. JJ wasn't on Zoom with us, but I checked with his mom, and he said his favorite animal would be a penguin out of these 5. So I'm going to mark him for a penguin. So if we look right now, penguin and horse are tied. They both have 2, and they're winning. All right. Turtle would be next with 1, and nobody picked llama or rabbit yet. All right. And then I asked Henry on, he wasn't with us on Zoom, but I was able to ask Henry, and Henry said penguin. So I marked another one for penguin. And if we look, penguin is winning right now. It has 3. All right. So I didn't hear from Jaden and I didn't hear from Gavin, so I don't know what their favorite animals were. But if we were looking at our chart just based off of the kids that gave me information, we would be able to say that penguin won. It had 3. Next was horse with 2. Turtle with 1. And then llama and rabbit were tied. They didn't have any. All right. And we've talked about that before. When there aren't any marked, it's 0. All right. If there aren't any filled in, it's 0. All right, I also asked the grown-ups who were with us what their favorite animal is. So let's see if this changes our graph at all when we add them. Mr. Church said penguin. Ooh, penguin's in the lead now with 4. If I said how many more does penguin have than horse? All right, so this is a math problem we do sometimes. We would say we know that horse has 4. How many more does we know penguin has 4. How many more does penguin have than horse? All right. So if horse has 4, all right, so there's the 4 horses. And we know there's the 4 penguins. Horse has 2. We know that right now penguin has 2 more than horse. And we can also look at our graph to see that. 1, 2. It has 2 more than horse does. All right. So that's one way we can look at it. Miss Linda said llama. So now llama's on the chart. Rabbit is losing. Nobody picked rabbit yet. But llama and turtle are now tied with 1. Miss Rebecca picked llama. Ooh, so llama moved ahead of turtle. Llama and horse are now tied with 2, but penguin is still winning. Mr. Dan said horse, or Pop, he said horse. Ooh, so horse is catching up. All right. And I said horse. So now we have a tie for the winner. Penguin and horse both have 4, and they're definitely tied for the win. Llama only has 2. Turtle only has 1, and rabbit doesn't have any. All right. If I said to you, how many more does llama have than turtle? You would say 1. It has 1 more. All right, if I said, how many more does llama have than rabbit? We would say 1, 2. It has 2 more than rabbit. So those are some ways we can look at our graph and use it. I didn't have a chance to ask Miss Shantae or Miss Rhonda or Grandma Velma. I should have, and I didn't hear back from Jaden or Gavin. If we got their information, it could change our chart. If they all liked rabbit, could rabbit win? Let's check. So if Grandma Velma liked rabbit, and if Shantae liked rabbit, and if Miss Rhonda liked rabbit, and if Jaden liked rabbit, and if Gavin liked rabbit, that would be 5, and then rabbit might win. Now, I don't know if they all like that, but if they did, rabbit could still win. All right, if I got their information and found out from them and they said they all liked rabbit, rabbit could still win. And actually, if we did 5 more, turtle could win, or llama could win, or penguin or horse might still win. But they'd all 5 have to like rabbit for rabbit to win, and I don't know if all 5 of them like rabbit. It's hard to say. I think Miss Shantae would pick horse, but I don't know. I might check with them on that. All right, so once we filled out our graph, then we can take our paper and we can fill out our information on it. So the first question says, which animal had more? More. More means a lot, or the most. So if I'm looking at my chart, I'm going to have to go with penguin and horse, because they had the same. They both had 4. So penguin and horse had more. Which one had less, the littlest, the least? And we would go with rabbit, because rabbit didn't have any. All right, were there any that had the same number? And we know that horse and penguin had the same. They both had 4. What was the highest number on our chart that we got to with our graph? Our highest number, if we come up here and we're looking at our rows, our highest number was 4. And then at the bottom, you would mark which was your favorite animal. So if I was marking this, I would mark horse. If Mr. Church was marking this, he would have marked penguin. If Miss Linda was marking this, she would have marked llama. All right. If Mason was marking this, he would have marked turtle. All right. So that the last one is always what's your favorite, and you mark that. So I hope you enjoyed our graph today. You can make a graph with your own family if you want. You could ask your mom and dad just to draw this real carefully on a board, and you could take your information and decide which animal your family liked the most. There's a lot of different things you can do with it, but I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, boys. Talk to you later.